What's up, guys? JD from Let It Rip here. Welcome back to the channel. So I don't know if anybody's gone over, watched the video as far as Dylan, also known as Brutis' side-by-side. We got part one out there. We have issues with coolant. So let's kind of rewind and check out what we got going on.
You were close. I think you're going to need a winch, buddy. All right, so this is where we're at. He's got himself down in here. I think we got a air bubble in the coolant line. She creeped way up 261. So we are going to get him out of here, try to get to the top of this hill and go from there. All right, well, there's Brutus. We have come to the conclusion. We just pulled him back out. We're pretty sure we got a bad thermostat. We thought we had everything under control. We got the running issue down, but it is still, it's moving fluid. But once you shut the machine down when you're riding, we all know how these things generate heat. When they generate heat, something gets stuck, and we believe it's the thermostat gets stuck when it gets to a certain temperature. So we pulled them out, bounced them through the woods, started it up, and it drops, regulates temperature like it's supposed to. So she's gonna get a thermostat, and we're gonna go from there. If it is water pump, we'll deal with that, but we're pretty sure it's thermostat.
All right, so as you can see, it has been a bear. It has been a challenge. So we started reading some forums, started looking around, and we are kind of educating ourselves as we go. With 3 machines myself, I've never ran into a cooling issue. So we have got it narrowed down to, we believe it is an intercooler. So the intercooler is a common failure. Dylan can say so, he's done the research as well.
Yeah, it happens a lot, so.
Yep, so a lot of guys right from factory, they will replace them or go with something OEM or go on aftermarket, and this is, boom, there she is. So we went with, I don't know if we can see it. Yep, there it is. There it is, RPM. Yeah. So, decent price tag, I guess, $600 and some, but check this out. Not too impressed with not only the grind marks there, we've got a bunch of jacked up fins, all kinds of stuff. So I'm not sponsored by nobody, by no means, but so I can kind of say what I gotta say. Not too impressed. For $600 and some, you think you would get a product that is in a little better shape. And their response was, oh, if you don't want to like send it back to get a different one, fix it on your own, pretty much. No.
Not even sorry for the inconvenience.
What was that?
Not even sorry for the inconvenience. It's fix it or send it back, that's it.
Yeah, so either which way. We are going to set up a time lapse. We're going to get tore into this machine, and fingers crossed, we don't want the failure, but only other option we've got as far as this point for the machine eating coolant is a head gasket. So fingers crossed it's an intercooler. We're going to get tore into it and go from there. Alright, so check this out. Right there is your intercooler. There isn't a whole lot of videos out there as far as, you know, what it is to, you know, take it apart or get that out or what the case is. But a lot of people suggest you got to take the box off. You got to do all this. I ran across one video on, coincidentally enough, on YouTube that says pretty much you take the rear plates off the back, get your exhaust out of the way, and look, it is staring you right in the face. How long did that take us?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was no time at all.
So we are going to pop that thing out of there, get some antifreeze out of the way, pop it out of there, and you know, see what we got. All right, so all in all, start to finish, I'd say 15-20 minutes tops to get to the intercooler. So Dylan's going to take the camera here. We're going to pull this out and see what we got. Oh, you can come over here if you want. If you want to go to the other side. All right. Well, fingers crossed. There it is.
You see anything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is there fluid in there? Oh yeah, there she is.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So that's what we got. Not good either way. That is ugliness right there. So
That means we're on to something though.
yeah. Yep, no good. No good at all. As you can see, all cleaned out. Get out of the shadow here. Nothing in the intake no more. So either way, not exactly what you want to see. Sorry it looks so rough, by the way. Like I said, Dylan's got the 4 kiddos, a full-time job. I drive every single day. I'm an over-the-road truck driver, so it's like I said, right from the grind to burning the candle at both ends, working on this thing. So check it out. Okay, this is the OEM one. It does have this gasket on the side here per RPM. You snip it right here, which is right, and you only have to use the lower gasket. So we are going to pop the caps off. We're going to prime this with fluid, put the caps back on, and then install it. Go from there. Obviously, Dylan cannot run this machine until he gets the oil and stuff changed, and he's probably going to change it several times. Did it help the machine? I would say probably not. Do we think it's seriously hurt or extremely compromised? No. So we're going to keep up with everything, change the oil several times, get this intercooler thrown back in, go from there. Okay, new one's in. From here, we're taking a late night ride to Walmart, try to get us some AMSOIL, because we want to get the oil out of here, do a compression test, and then we're going to move on to the particle separator. Dylan's buttoning up a couple odds and ends, getting the exhaust on, and then we are going to start on the particle separator. But, as you can see, cut that bad boy open, and we look through all the fins of the oil filter. Long story short, we did not see any metal shavings, nothing too crazy, and as you can see, what looks to be just about 3 quarts came out of the machine. So new oil filter, new oil, new intercooler. We're going to do another compression test just to double check to make sure everything's good, and I think he lucked out. I think he's going to be solid. So all right, morning guys. It is the next morning. It was a late night last night. We were up till 4-ish or so. 3:30, almost 4 o'clock the time I got crawled into bed. So we had all kinds of issues. As you can hear, she is running. She's currently holding temperature like she's supposed to. Everything is back together. Dylan's going to clean her up a little bit, and I think Brutus is ready to rock. Yeah, as you can see, you got the particle separator on there. Everything seems to be legitimate there. The issue we ran into last night, after we got the intercooler and stuff in there, we went to go fire the machine up, and it gave us a cough, a spit, and a sputter, and that was all it would do. So we went through the process of elimination. We checked to make sure we had fuel to the fuel rail. We checked to make sure we had solid spark. We did a quick compression test on it again last night. Still couldn't get this thing to function properly. So for shits and giggles, we decided, well, let's go steal a set of spark plugs out of one of my machines to throw it in there. Now, what's crazy is the plugs were brand new that were currently in that machine. We had just replaced them. So we don't know if it was just the condensation soaked the plug to the point where they would not fire like they were supposed to. We threw a new set of plugs in there after chasing our tail for 2.5 hours, backtracking what we had actually done for the repair. Long story short, touched that key, she fired up. So Dylan said he took her for a ride around the block this morning. She got the temperature, he shut it down, let it build heat, started it back up, and she's cooling like it's supposed to. So I know it's a lot of technical stuff we've been doing here the last couple weeks, but it's kind of to the point where that's where we're at right now. We've got a big trip coming to Moab here. So got to make sure the machines are right. We broke some stuff, so it's one of those, got to get them fixed. So once again, guys, appreciate the support. Don't forget, mash that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that notification if you want to see new content when we post. And like we always say, on to the next adventure.